Bob. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Speed of light! Book alive! Next up! You're dead meat! Don't waste my time. I I am the cutting edge of fashion. Don't blink. Hey! Nowhere to hide. Huh. Yeah! Incoming. Huh. Buckle up. Hi!
Our foes grow in strength, but that isn't entirely a bad thing. You need constant challenges to keep your skills strong and your judgment sharp. Otherwise, you lose your edge. There's no useful experience to be gleaned from plateauing. We've got each other's backs, so let's push ourselves today.
You have personally invited me to journey with you. What reason would I have to refuse? Still, as we explore this domain further, I do intend to take the opportunity to gather some more intelligence. Knowledge is power. Why gamble with loose change when you could own the bank vaults?
I see a lot of people training in the art of the sword to pursue martial excellence, but that's not my goal. I'm only interested in capturing the aesthetics of the sword, especially the interplay between light and shadow. Combat, for me, is a chance to get a wealth of inspiration in the bag. But don't worry, even if I lose focus mid-battle, Tomoto will help you out.
So many books. Let's see here. Ha! Get a load of this one. This story is about a mercenary whose only skill is that he's an exceptional liar. He goes and gets himself hired by 3 different employers, all of which are mutual enemies. And so, he's forced to spin ever more ludicrous lies to keep himself alive and keep the morrow rolling in. You know what? I'll read on. This looks pretty fun.
Let's spark things up a little.
Drop your weapons! Hands where I can see them! Shadow Raven, let night fall! Stop right there! Gloves off! You asked for it!
Surrendering will be gentle. Come a little closer.
Wings of darkness! Ah! Traveler from another world, you have the princess's permission to enjoy a brief moment of peace. But be ready, for once I have peered into this dark dominion and beheld the treachery within. I shall rain down thundering retribution upon this place. And when the curtain of doom falls, thou shalt give it thy full, undivided attention.
That rabble we fought sure picked the wrong crew to mess with. I'd say they won't make that mistake again. But we already made sure of that. With my skills and experience on your team, they don't stand a chance, no matter what they throw at us. I don't have eyes in the back of my head, though, so just make sure you got my back.
When knowledge is condensed into written form, it is always limited by the writer's perspective and interests. So if we want to learn the truth of this mysterious domain, we'll just have to explore it for ourselves. But then again, I'm lucky that I get to do the exploring together with my cutie.
We're gonna rest and regroup? Good. A wise decision. There's no telling what awaits us next. It's crucial that we take every opportunity to recover our strength. You should go hydrate. I'll handle the weapon maintenance. Once I'm done, they'll be good as new.
Try not to enjoy this.
Your life is mine. Give up. This is truly a place of endless mystery. We don't even know what jurisdiction it belongs to. If I could collect a soil sample, or make a record of the furnishing style, then take it back and do some investigation, perhaps I could find some answers. What am I doing? Why, resting, of course, but also thinking things over. The two were quite compatible.
I like the decor here. Seems like working in a different environment once in a while can be a good mood booster. Only thing is, once I get into work mode, I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I don't pay much attention to what's going on in the outside world. So, if you need me for anything, you'll have to get up close and personal to get my attention. Got it?
It's a rare treat to have a little time to laze around and not have to think about all the fighting and killing. Still, even lazing around isn't much fun on your own. Do you want to keep me company for a bit, cutie? I can read you a story if you'd like.
Just sharpen my spear. So, what's the deal? Eat this! Boba, get them! Magical lamp!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should. I'll catch up.
Take this!
Here's the goods! What's this?
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Thunderclap!
Eat this!
As a good knight should.
Magical lamp! Orange cloud!
Leave it all to me.
Out the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast!
Lightning slash!
Thank you for inviting me to join your domain exploration team. I have to learn to defeat powerful enemies if I want to become a knight. When it's time to go into battle, I will give it everything I have.
If there really was such a thing as a miracle potion that could cure all disease, I'm sure it would be auctioned off and sold for an astronomical price. But in this fairy tale, the fairy gives her magic potion to the prince for free. She has no business sense at all. If you want my opinion, praying to a fairy isn't the answer. Better to go out and make some mora. Only a handful of my more experimental dishes have made it onto the Wanmin restaurant menu. In most cases, it's because I think the texture isn't quite right, or the flavor needs a lot more work. But that doesn't mean I'm about to give up. I know there are tasty dishes out there waiting to be discovered, and I'll find them sooner or later.
Which opera shall we perform today?
Break a leg! Time to clean up!
Cheap tricks. It's a lucky day. Let's get down to business.
Steady!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Strike is one! Cut to the chase! Speed of light!
This will do.
As a dutiful maid would.
How's this? Let's get down to business.
Someone needs assistance.
Fall before
I
me.
missed a spot. Leave it on to nowhere to hide. Unleash!
It's a lucky day.
Your grand finale! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Don't blink! Hey!
I got your brain.
Cut to the chase!
And you, please. Let's get down to business.
Incoming! Steady as stone, as a good knight should. Break a leg! And leap! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light!
As you wish, main Fräulein. I'm ready. It's a lucky day.
As a dutiful maid would.
Let me try my fall before me. Fall before me. Let's get down to business.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
Cheap trick.
Strike is one! Traveler from another world, you have the Princess's permission to enjoy a brief moment of peace. But be ready, for once I have peered into this dark dominion and beheld the treachery within. I shall rain down thundering retribution upon this place. And when the curtain of doom falls, thou shalt give it thy full, undivided attention.
Take any character penned by any playwright from any point in history, and you'll find that not a single one of them fulfilled their destiny without first enduring many trials and tribulations. Though the road ahead is treacherous, fear not. With the aid of our companions and our wills united as one, we can surely overcome any obstacle.
The floorboards need sweeping, the rugs need washing, maybe even replacing. And as for all those books on the shelves, looks like they could do with someone going through and organizing them a little better. You should go rest. Leave all that to me. Pushing myself too hard? No, I'm not. This is my way of relaxing.
Our foes grow in strength, but that isn't entirely a bad thing. You need constant challenges to keep your skills strong and your judgment sharp. Otherwise, you lose your edge. There's no useful experience to be gleaned from plateauing. We've got each other's backs, so let's push ourselves today.
Since we're having a break, how about we enjoy some sweet treats? If you want my recommendation, I'd say lemon cheesecake is the perfect choice for this occasion. Unlike macarons, it has a tartness to it, as well as the sweetness, which excites the taste buds and keeps you awake and alert. That way, we won't fall asleep reading.
I've had times when I wished that one day I'd wake up to find Baron Bunny had come to life and could talk. You know, like Oz, Fischl's Raven. They get to go adventuring together and can even split up on missions when they need to. Still, Baron Bunny is already a huge help. Besides, if I want to become the best Outrider ever, it's me I gotta focus on.
Was such a thing as a miracle potion that could cure all disease, I'm sure it would be auctioned off and sold for an astronomical price. But in this fairy tale, the fairy gives her magic potion to the prince for free. She has no business sense at all. If you want my opinion, praying to a fairy isn't the answer. Better to go out and make some mora.
In my eyes, battle is not unlike a performance. You must remain absolutely focused to avoid any errors. But all the enjoyment of performing isn't present in battle, so it inevitably gets tiring after a while. Take a moment and allow yourself to rest. We can have a nice chat over some refreshments and tea. Once we've replenished our strength, we will begin our next act and teach those villains a lesson they won't ever forget.
Need to hire a duelist?
Always watching. Emerge. Right here.
Hey-ya! Booba, get them!
Emerge, right here. Emerge.
Nice and spicy. Get him.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here, right now, right here.
People often believe me to be highly focused on securing victories. I am a champion duelist, after all. The truth, however, is just the opposite. It is the spirit of the challenger that I value above all else. If someone is willing to face me head-on, they have my respect, no matter who secures the title of victor in the end. Strength is something that can be gained through experience. Courage, however, comes from within.
Do you think we'd ever see A in the outside world again if there were this many stories to read in her plane of euthymia? I, for one, rather doubt it. I have an idea. Let's tell her that we know a wonderful little domain full of light novels and tricolor dango. It's high time she got out of Tenshukaku for a bit. Ah, yes, and dango milk, too. They don't have it here. Well, don't look at me, little one. That's your job. Sort it out. Where there's a will, there's a way.
What do you think we'll find if we go further in? I'm excited to see. I know, everyone needs to rest after the last battle, but I'm an outrider. I'm not used to standing around waiting. Make sure you don't forget to call me when you're ready to leave.
Only a handful of my more experimental dishes have made it onto the Wanmin restaurant menu. In most cases, it's because I think the texture isn't quite right, or the flavor needs a lot more work. But that doesn't mean I'm about to give up. I know there are tasty dishes out there waiting to be discovered, and I'll find them sooner or later.
What is the situation?
Escape! Right now. Right here.
Drop your weapons! Hands where I can see them! Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
Shine down! Now you shall perish! Emerge, right here, right now.
to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Breath of the flame! Incinerate!
Do you think that the way fairy tales end is just whimsical? Or do you think the writers put a lot of thought into it? Because if you read them from the point of view of trying to identify what each character symbolically represents, you find a lot of very deep metaphors. Still, in order to verify my hypothesis and see if it stands up to scrutiny, I need to do some historical and cultural research. Maybe I could borrow some of these materials here so I can do a deep dive later.
Will you join me in a game of Karuta? It is a fine way to spend leisure time. It will help us both relax, while keeping me sharp and focused. The only thing is, it is customary for the winner to be awarded with confectionery, but I do not know whether it can be brought in here. In that case, we can celebrate the victor at the Sacred Sakura some other time. Now, are you ready to be humbled?
I know all these books are meant for children, but some of these stories are actually quite good. Here, for example. This one's the story of two parrots that sue each other. Each accuses the other of stealing a poem that they both claim to have written that morning. But since they only know how to imitate speech, the judge has no way of knowing who actually wrote the poem first. Such a fun story. Any chance I can borrow it?
Dear me, is it time to go off and fight again already? All this running around is getting quite exasperating. I have half a mind to transform into a kitsune and hitch a ride on your shoulder. You'd like that, wouldn't you? In your dreams. Oh, little one, you've still got a long way before Yae Miko the Wise and Beautiful permits you to see her true form.
spark me. There is no escape!
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
Moving. Hunt them down. Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Breath of the flame! Baboom!
Surrender and be gentle.
Ready. Time to test the bomb. Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
Come a little closer. Let's spark things up a little.
Into the shadows. Hunt them down. There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
This place is so quiet. It's the perfect place to brush up on my legal research and organize my notes. Hey, do you still remember those clauses I discussed with you once before? You've already forgotten? Well, you'll just have to recite them over and over until you know them by heart.
When knowledge is condensed into written form, it is always limited by the writer's perspective and interests. So if we want to learn the truth of this mysterious domain, we'll just have to explore it for ourselves. But then again, I'm lucky that I get to do the exploring together with my cutie.
People often believe me to be highly focused on securing victories. I am a champion duelist, after all. The truth, however, is just the opposite. It is the spirit of the challenger that I value above all else. If someone is willing to face me head-on, they have my respect, no matter who secures the title of victor in the end. Strength is something that can be gained through experience. Courage, however, comes from within.
I know you are a formidable warrior, but we must not underestimate the monsters in this domain. They seem to come in endless waves, nor should you be afraid. I am here to answer your call, and I will stay by your side until every mystery here has been uncovered. With this blade, I shall slay any foe that comes our way.
This will be a productive partnership, I hope.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
A proper send-off! Out of my way! Dissipate! Hey there! Coming at ya! Attack!
Witness my rise! Overruled!
Hey, cutie. Heading back in? You know, the further in we go, the tougher the monsters are going to get. But you've got nothing to worry about. I know every monster's weak spot like the back of my hand. I've read everything there is to know on the topic. So if you need someone to teach them a lesson, just let me know.
Since we're having a break, how about we enjoy some sweet treats? If you want my recommendation, I'd say lemon cheesecake is the perfect choice for this occasion. Unlike macarons, it has a tartness to it, as well as the sweetness, which excites the taste buds and keeps you awake and alert. That way, we won't fall asleep reading.
You intend to take a rest? I concur. You do look quite tired. Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end. I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one.
Don't be too weirded out if you see me with my mask off while we rest. I'm just getting some fresh air. This place is way too idle. It gets to you after a while. Gotta take some deep breaths. Not that I'm rushing you, of course. I'll wait until you've made your preparations in full.